Hello everyone, happy feast day of the Annunciation, and we can learn so much from Mary's visit with the angel. And I think what struck me today was that this is probably one of the greatest events in history, a turning point in history. It actually happened behind closed doors in a private room, and I think we can learn from that how great things can happen in the privacy of our own home and heart. And that's how Mary changed history, by saying yes to God. And so we can say yes to God behind our own closed doors. But the angel says to her, "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you." And I think we can learn from this as well, because Mary initially was troubled by this. But then we see that she wasn't troubled because of what she saw. She was troubled by what she heard. And we can know that the Lord be with you was a word for the Jewish people, which was a sign that God was telling you, I have a great mission for you. So Mary knew that something great was about to happen, and that's why she readied herself. And in the Old Testament, people like Moses, Joshua, Gideon heard the same words, and we hear them every time at Mass as well, inviting us to a great mission as well. To come out of our comfort zones. That's where we are right now. We're in comfort zones. We've been taken out of those comfort zones. And out of our comfort zones, great spiritual things can happen. And why? Because we learn to rely on God alone. And that's what Mary did. She showed us the way. And I pray that in these times where we're cooped up inside, we can see things like Mary saw them, and that our yes can be as positive and enthusiastic and faith-filled as her yes. Okay, joke of the day. Actually, this one is actually a true story. I was working in Sierra Leone on the border in the 90s when there was refugees there. And I would go and say Mass in English, and they would translate in Creole. And Creole is a language just like English, but not exactly like English. It's like, if you say good morning, in Creole it is, howdy buddy? And the answer is, the body fine. So, I was preaching, and they were translating directly into Creole, and I was speaking about the Rosary. So I said, first of all, we have the joyful mysteries. And the translation was, the Father he say, first they be the gladdy business. So I was interested. My interest was spiked. So then I said, then we have the sorrowful mysteries. Then the Father he say they be the crying business. So I was really interested in what the glorious mysteries would be. So I said, and then we have the glorious mysteries. And the translation was, then the Father he say they be the big, big gladdy business.